So we had Goob.
Yeah.
He's the leader of the devil worshippers, which I thought was, dude, you not know where you are, right? But there were a couple of them who were really into it, and there was Rick. You sometimes think that someone is, hey, maybe this guy's like demon possessed, but with Rick, that's one of like the handful of people. That's one of the handful of people where I was like, that dude is possessed by a demon.
And I have personal backup for this. On the weekends, they used to let us stay up all night. Friday night, Saturday night. Excuse me for a second. Again, sorry, I just had oral surgery done 2 weeks ago. Little problems talking sometimes.
You're talking trash about me. You're going to need surgery again.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Oh, burn.
Yeah, did you get my... no. Okay. No, what happened was, so we could stay up every Friday and Saturday night, all night, whatever. Watch TV, draw, whatever you wanted to do, So I walk out into the day room portion, which is in between two dorms, huge dorms, on each side. I walk into the day room, and here he is standing, literally in the middle of the day room with his arms down by his sides, just staring at me. And keep in mind, this guy's not really big, but he's covered in cigarette burns that his dad left on him, and cigar burns, and he could bench.
Was shredded.
He was like 5'7",
but he
maybe 150 pounds, and could do 320 10 times on the bench.
Yeah, the most we,
I can't
the
do
most we had on the yard. Yeah, the most
times.
we had on the yard was 320, and you got this devil worshiper
tiny
out
little
there
thing
just
out there.
crushing it.
Yeah, I mean, he's repping it like it was 100 pounds. So he comes up and gets in my face. I mean, literally gets this close to me, and he says, "I hate you, Kane." And I'm just like, it's not very much in your life somebody just comes right up to your face and says, "I hate you," So I'm sort of like, okay, stuff. And I knew what it was about. It was about me becoming Christian and stuff. And a lot of the guys that I had been running with weren't very happy about that decision, as you know. And, he said, the usual guy stuff, a little banter went back and forth between us. But let me tell you something, though, that I observed when he walked up on me. The heat radiating off him, I would say, was every bit of, I'd say 160 to 200 degrees, somewhere in there. It felt like that, at least. It felt like it opened an oven door. Mm-hmm. And when I looked in his eyes, those were not his eyes. I was looking at something very old.
You could actually see his face change. He would look normal and be listening to himself.
His
and all of a
features
sudden,
would change.
Yeah,
like somebody doing this with their face, and their face is totally different.
And the stuff that he would say when he changed.
Yes,
I don't even want to repeat it. Like
what's
even
covering beyond his intelligence or whatever level.
You don't see this. No, as far as the level of blasphemy coming out of his mouth. It's stuff you never heard on any movie about devil worshippers and demonic possession.
We won't even talk about the tongue, like the Aramaic stuff.
You've not heard stuff
that,
coming out of someone's mouth. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, well, he started speaking like in another language, and I think it was Aramaic. I mean, which, we're dating this back now, 4,000 years or so, And I got to say, that was at one point where I really did call on the Lord to protect me, because I felt in very imminent physical danger. And I'm not easy, to beat up, you know what I mean? And this little dude literally has me scared to death, because I didn't know what he's going to do. It felt like a pit bull was like 1 inch from my face, about to bite my face off. I mean, that's what it felt like. But I stood my ground, and stuff, and I told him, I said, do whatever you think you feel is necessary. He stared at me for about another 30 seconds and walked away. He came back to himself, I think is what happened, and didn't realize what he was doing standing there. So, yeah, demon possession and stuff like that, I absolutely believe in. And in prison, it's rampant. That is not the only example that I have. I have many other stories that I could, maybe we'll get into it another time, but I have a lot of stories that I've had direct, contact with that. And let me tell you, when you have the Lord in your heart, you have nothing to fear. Stuff. I might have been scared, but I wasn't scared. You know what I mean? Like, as far as, spiritually.
You remember... I don't know if you remember this, because we'd never talked about it, but there was, so the bunk directly across from us, there was a 5%er who used to be on top, but below that there was
Mackenzie.
After Mackenzie went, I don't know where he went, but I think he got out or something like that. there was a dude under there, but he started howling and so on.
I don't know. Sleep. I don't remember his name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about.
But he was. This was when
he didn't last too long.
This was when me, you, and Sky were evangelizing so many people on the floor that one day during a church service, someone said, "Would everyone from the third floor of whatever I don't even remember what building we were in, would everyone from the third floor of so and so stand up?" And like an entire crowd stood up, and Satterwhite goes, "I don't know who's working, but someone's working up there, right?"
Yeah.
But everyone is coming to church with us and so on, and and. One day, this dude just wakes up everyone in the middle of the night, like 3:00 a.m., and he's howling in like the creepiest sound I've ever heard in my life. But he's like a normal, cool guy. He's not
Remember
like
who else used to do? Goober used to do the same thing, just as a point.
Yeah. So this guy's going, "Ooh!" And he's going, "You three guys," and he's howling, "You three guys, you three guys."
And
we
finally are like, "Wait a second!"
Yeah. I go over and I wake him up, and he looks up and he goes, "Hey, what's up?" And I go, "Hey, you all right, man?" He goes, "Yeah, what's up?" And I go, "You're like screaming you woke up the entire dorm." He's like, "I did what?" And so anyway, creepy. But you just get this creepy feeling when it's going on.